Hey Cam fam, welcome back and welcome to Keeping Up with Cam. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning into our channel, and if you're a returning subby, thank you so much for coming back. So today we have our Toddler Boy Hairstyle video number 73. This is actually our updated wash day routine. We were asked about it by some of you guys, so we figured let's get this done for you. So we're going to be starting off. You can see Cam is resting in the shampoo buddy. We were actually gifted this by my best friend. She sent this over to us from the States because I can't seem to get one here in Canada. It's like hundreds of dollars with the import fees and everything. It's ridiculous. So we are so lucky, so blessed, so thankful that she was able to send this for us because we use it and it's amazing. So we are going to be doing the Cantu Care for Kids Tear-Free Nourishing Shampoo. I go in with this because honestly, it's cost effective. It's the cheaper end of the spectrum, but it works just as well as anything else. If you're looking for a high-end shampoo, I would go with the Shea Moisture Kids. It's my all-time favorite, but this one just costs less. So you're going to be using the balls of your fingers, not the tips, not the nails. You don't want to scratch their hair. You don't want to scratch their scalp. So you go in, just do that as gently as you can. You're going to use the first wash to kind of just break the barrier of any product buildup that you have in there, kind of just get the product working in, get the hair wet and stuff like that. And then on the second shampoo, that's when it's actually really going to shampoo and nourish the scalp. So I go in with at least 2 depending on how dirty his hair is, but 2 is the minimum amount of shampoos that you want to do. So once you've gotten that all worked in, you've made sure that you've massaged it in, you're going to go ahead and you're going to wash it out. Make sure you're lifting up their hair at the back a little bit. You want to get it wet, you want to get it shampooed. You don't want it to just be dry by the time you're done. So again, I'm going in now with the second one. As you can see, it's making way more lather. That's because we've gotten rid of all the product that was sitting on the hair, all the dirt that was sitting on the hair, and we're actually penetrating the scalp and penetrating the hair now. So I'm going in, and in my second one, that's when I'm going to be finger detangling. I did not detangle at all before I started, which is not usually what I do, but the style that he had in, it was our twist style. And I had it in for a long time, and it was getting to the point where it's starting to like lock in his hair, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to detangle while it's dry and cause breakage and damage. I will do that once there's product in it. So this is an alternative. You can start detangling with shampoo before you do the detangle with conditioner, as long as you're gentle. So I go and I work my way through and make sure that I'm going piece by piece, section by section. I work it through, and once I can run my fingers through the hair like this, that's when I know that it is detangled and it's ready for conditioner. So I go ahead, I make sure that every section is good, and then I'm going to wash out the shampoo. If your little one has low porosity hair like Kamari, I'll just give you a reminder that it's really good to use as much water as possible. Take your time, even if you're just going through sections and just letting the water sit there. You want to wet the hair as much as possible because you need to penetrate the hair shaft with the water. And when there's low porosity hair, it's not doing that. So make sure that you're getting the hair as saturated as possible. So now I'm going in with the CurlyKids Super Detangle Conditioner. Let me say, I have steered away from the CurlyKids line for a while now, but I've worked my way back and I'm pleasantly surprised. This conditioner is actually really nice on the hair. I don't know if it's because it's the Karma's World collab. Maybe they've changed things around. Absolutely love it. I use a lot. This is my second time using the bottle and it's almost done. So really one bottle does his hair twice. But it is again on the more cost effective side. This was like I think $5.99 for us, and that's Canadian, so it's probably cheaper for you guys. But I do use a generous heaping amount because you want to get it in everywhere. Concentrate on the middle, concentrate on the ends, concentrate on the roots, everything, the perimeter. You need to get this in everywhere to make sure that the hair has the best feel and texture to it after you've washed the hair out. All right, let's get into what we really came for. This is my new wash day hack. Okay, so yes, this is my Conair hair clothes steamer. Okay, this is a handheld clothing steamer, but it works so well. This is like about 30 bucks Canadian. So you just plug it in, you wait for that green light to go on, it takes like 20 seconds. Flip that little nozzle so that you don't have to hold the button down. It holds it down for itself, and you're good to go. So I use this on his hair, I use it on his curls. I go in, I concentrate more so on the ends and the middle of the hair. I don't really go near the scalp because duh, we don't want to burn it. And I don't go facing forward, so I don't go facing from his face because, you know, again, I don't want to get that hot steam on his face. This is more so just to get the product to sink into the hair, like we've been trying to do with the water. We're trying to penetrate that hair shaft. We're trying to get that product into the hair so that it's actually able to do what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to soften and condition the hair, and I find that conditioner doesn't really work as well anymore on his hair because of its porosity. When he was younger and he had the silkier hair, the finer texture, I don't know how to explain it, but his hair has transitioned over the last couple of years, right? So once it's gotten its curls, once it's got its fullness, it was just a lot harder for the product to actually work through the hair. So with this, I find that it just kind of helps elongate the curl, loosen the hair, and just let it get wet. So it's getting loose and it's getting elongated because it's actually retaining that water. It's wet. So by doing that, I'm able to comb through the hair, detangle the hair, and actually let the product do its job. I concentrate here on the back part because that is the curlier, the thicker curls of his hair, the tighter curls, and it helps the hair so much. Look at how it looks after using it. The hair is still wet. It still has the moisture in it, and then I'm going to be able to go in and actually detangle and get the conditioner work through, get the hair twisted or braided, whichever one you prefer, and then get it washed out. So this is my trick, this is my hack, this is my go-to, this is my thing. I absolutely love it. If you have a regular steamer, you can use that as well, obviously. Now to detangle, I am using my Red by Kiss Easy Glide detangling brush. Again, as usual, everything is linked in the description box, so you can find all of that information there if you're looking to get yourself one, or if you're just kind of curious about what product it is and what it does. So I go in and I'm just grabbing sections. I'm just grabbing little sections here and there, and I'm going to work the comb through it. This comb, you can use it two ways. As you saw earlier, it has the 5 bendable pieces, but it also has like this gripper that you add it into the brushes from the back, and then you're not able to do it flexible, like you can't flex it. It just stays straight like a regular brush. So you can use it in 2 different ways depending on what works best for you. I love it this way where it's just super flexible. I can use it upright like this, or I can use it side to side. I start from the ends, I work my way through the middle, I then go to the roots, and then I just keep going. So once it is worked through completely in that section, I then just twist it and I move on to the next one. Some people like to braid the section, some people like to twist. I just prefer twisting. I just find that when I'm washing out the conditioner, less product stays behind when it's twisted than compared to when it's braided. I find that I'll rinse it out after it's braided, and then I undo the braid, and I still kind of feel the product. It's still kind of squeaky. There's still kind of that residue there. I don't like that. I like to make sure that I'm getting the hair cleaned completely. So I go in and I make sure that I just twist. His hair is thick enough that the twists stay and they hold themselves in place even when washing. If your little one has thinner hair, it may not be the best idea to twist. It might be better to braid, but then just keep in mind you want to work through the braids extra well when you're washing out the conditioner to make sure that you're getting all of it out and you don't have anything left over. Especially if you're going to put heat on the hair after, you don't want to be blow drying their hair with conditioner in it. I don't think that's a good combination. So I'm working on a bigger section here, and I'm actually going back in with the steamer quickly. Once you're taking your time and working your way through, it's going to start to get a little bit dry, right? Especially when it's a bigger section. So I just go and I use that for like maybe 10 seconds, just loosen it up again, get it wet again, and then I go back in and you see how it's working so well. Look how just easy that just glides through. It's just, I don't know how I was doing his hair before this. So it's quick, it's fairly easy to understand. I will say that depending on how much hair they have, it can take a little bit of time, but work your way through, be gentle, be easy, and you'll get through it in no time. So that's what it looked like when I was done, and then now I'm leaving those twists in, like I said, and I'm just washing it out. So I'm making sure that as I go, I'm taking one or two twists in my hand and I'm squeezing them with the water. I'm squeezing the hair, making sure that it runs out clean. The water runs out clean, there's no more product left behind, and that way I know that everything has been washed out properly, and I can, you know, finish up here, then move on to the next section. So if it takes a little bit of time, let that happen. Just make sure all your sections are being washed out clean. I also like to just leave the water on the hair, like I put it like towards the middle of the scalp and kind of just let it, you see, just wash down, making sure that the water's getting all through there. Just getting everything clean, and then I just wring it out with my hands, make sure I get the excess water out, and then I'm gonna dry it. So now I'm putting on a shirt. I don't use a towel, I don't use a microfiber towel or a regular towel. I've always used a t-shirt. It's kind of just worked for me. I do that for my hair, I do that for his hair. So I put it on from the front, and then I get this sleeve and I just wrap it around the rest of the shirt, and then I take everything and I do a big twist, kind of like a Bantu knot, and I wrap it underneath and I pull it through, and that's it. And that is our updated wash day routine. If you guys have any more questions, please let us know in the comment section below. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok. Both are at keepingupwithkham. Thumbs up this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on our socials, share with your friends, family, and loved ones, and come back for the next video. Bye!